Good day everyone. For this video we're going to identify the types of conic section. For today's video, we will identify the types of conic sections by just inspecting or analyzing the given equation. So I have here the guide on how to identify the different types of conic sections. And this guide is very easy and comprehensive for you to find out what the equation is. If it is a circle, a parabola, an ellipse, or hyperbola. So again, we have four types of conic sections, namely circle, parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola. So this is our guide. So we have here different questions. The first question is, are both variables squared? Given an equation, you ask yourself, are both variables squared? If it is not squared, therefore, it is a parabola. If this squared, therefore, you need to ask yourself another question. And that question is, do the square term have an opposite sign? Do the square term have opposite sign if one is positive and the other is negative? For example, we have x squared and it contains negative y squared. If the answer is yes, it is a hyperbola. Again, if the squared term have opposite signs, therefore it is a hyperbola. If your answer to the question, do the square term have an opposite sign, is no, therefore you need to ask another question, and that question is, are the squared terms multiplied by the same number? So if your answer is this question is no, therefore they are both positive, so this is not the question. Are the squared term multiplied by the same number? If yes, therefore it is a circle. But if it's not multiplied by the same number, therefore it is a ellipse. Again, these are the guide questions. So the first question is, are both variables squared? If yes, you need to ask yourself another question. If no, the answer is parabola. Because the equation of the parabola only contains one variable being squared, and if your answer is yes, the equation is, do the squared term have opposite significant? Yes. If they have opposite sign, the variable, for example, one variable is positive, that is x squared, one variable is negative, that is negative y squared. Therefore, if it is yes, it is a hyperbola. So let us now try to apply what we have learned in the guide questions. Again, in parabola is only one variable is being squared. For the circle, they have both variable are being squared, and then it is multiplied by the same number. For the ellipse, both variables are being squared, but they are not multiplied by the same number. And for the hyperbola, both variable again is being squared, but both variable, but the variable contains different signs or opposite signs. If one is positive, the other is negative. So let us try to apply these guide questions. Example number 1. 1, we have 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 6x plus 9y minus 14 is equal to 0. So these are general equations of the conic sections. Again, for the number 1, we have 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 6x plus 9y minus 14 is equal to 0. Are both variables squared? Yes. So if yes, second question. Do the square term have opposite sign? Are there two that have opposite sign? No, because they are both positive. So are the squared terms multiplied by the second number? Yes, they are multiplied by the same number, and that is 3. Therefore, what is the answer? It is a circle. So this is a circle for number 2. We are the given 6x squared plus 12x minus y plus 15 is equal to 0. Are both variables squared? Yes or no? No, because only x is being squared. Only have x squared if the answer is no. Therefore, this is exactly a parabola for the number 3. 3x squared plus 2y squared plus 4x plus 2y minus 27 is equal to 0. Let us go back to our guide question. Are both variables squared? Yes. We have x squared and 2y squared. Do the squared term have opposite sign? No. They are both positive. Are the squared term multiplied by the same number? This is x squared and this is 2y squared. Therefore, they are not multiplied by the same number. And if they are not multiplied by the same number, it is now an ellipse. For the fourth one, we have given x squared minus y squared plus 3x minus 2y minus 43 is equal to 0. So, let's go back to our guide questions. Are both variables squared? Yes. Do the squared term have opposite sign? Yes, because one is positive and the other is negative. Therefore, if the answer is yes, it is now a hyperbola. For the fifth question, 9x squared minus 4y squared minus 54x plus 32y minus 19 is equal to 0. Let's go back to the guide questions. Are both variables squared? Yes. But both variables are squared. We have x squared and y squared. Do the squared term have opposite sign? This is the positive 9 x squared. This is negative 4y squared. Therefore, yes, it is a confirm that they have opposite sign, and when they have opposite sign, therefore this is conic section is hyperbola. And for the last one, let us now identify the types of conic sections for the last example. This is 2x squared plus 3y squared minus 8x plus 6y plus 5 is equal to 0. Again, to our guide questions, are both variables squared? We have 2x squared plus 3y squared. Yes, they are both squared. Do the squared term have opposite sign? Do this is positive 2x squared, this is positive 3y squared? No, they do not have opposite signs. So are the squared term multiplied by the same number? This is 2, this is 3, therefore they are not multiplied by the same number. And if there's not multiplied by the same number, therefore that conic section is an ellipse. So this is how we identify the type of conic section. Again, we have 4 types of conic section, namely circle, parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola. That's all.